everyone. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the Embrace It Community Podcast. This is... I'm your host, Bracy Goodwin.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everybody. Hey, listen. We here. This is another day that we made it on this earth, man. And I am so excited. I'm happy this evening. I've been having a great week, great weekend. Everything has been going just great, man. And I'm just here excited because I told you before when I was making my introductions about the show, you know, what I wanted to talk about on this show tonight. And, you know, it's about the heart of gratitude that we should have for, number one, just being alive, just being able to enjoy family, friends, being able to eat and taste food, all of the above, right? All of this. So this is a special, I'm not going to say Thanksgiving episode because it's after Thanksgiving, but it's a reflection of the holiday we just had, you know, just talking about and thinking about everybody that was in our lives for this here holiday celebration. So this episode is personal family moments, reflections, spiritual reflections, and community gratitude, because there was a lot going on in our community as well. At the same time, we all know what we just endured, the shutdown of the government. We were talking about that when the government shut down and everything that was going on in this season, man. It was a tough month. It was really hard. So this episode is going to feature some video clips and photos that I have for you to enjoy and look at. But while you are here joining in tonight, there's a lot of things, you know, I want to talk about. Not only just the clips, family photos, family gatherings, and, you know, maybe some biblical wisdom, man. Biblical wisdom, some practical applications for maintaining a grateful heart all year round, not just on holiday seasons, because this is not always a good time for everybody. So I realize that this is not a good time for you. It may not be a good time for you. It may not be a good time. I mean, I can recall some times and some years and some seasons where it wasn't a good time for me. I dreaded Thanksgiving. I dreaded Christmas, and my birthday is Christmas Eve, just in case anybody want to know. I dreaded those times, man, because I just was not in a good place mentally. So I had to do some self-healing, man. I'm talking about counselor and therapy at the same time. So I was doing a little bit of both, you know. So I just realized that I needed help because my inner man was calling for help. So that's why this is a heart of gratitude show, Now, if you're watching, you already know that Bracy, I walk in that chaplain role, but I am the guy that is a big advocate for suicide prevention. So I always talk about that at the beginning of the show. And here's why. Because everybody can't handle it. And whatever the it is, everybody can't handle it. And so whatever your it is, I just want you to know that there is help. Suicide Prevention Hotline, 988, 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can actually call them. They're there. Spanish, English as well. If you need that information, I'll get it up here on the screen in a minute, so that you can jot it down just in case. Lock it in somewhere. All right. And let's get that 988 locked in so that even if someone that you know is dealing with something, right? Somebody might call you or text you and say, I'm not liking what I'm feeling. I'm not liking my life, whatever. Just do me a favor. Have them call that number. And you know what you can also do? You can call the number for them and have them on the phone. If you want to do that too, on a 3-way, you can do that as well. So be there with them, walk with them through it, stay with them the whole entire journey. So this is not easy for a lot of people to deal with, because we deal with a lot of things. This world is dumping on you. So I want you to know that there is help. 988 Crisis Lifeline, 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year. It's in English and in Spanish. Okay. It's called, it's free and it's confidential. All right. So we got that out the way. Also, you saw up on the screen before that, we had up there the buymeacoffee.com/embrace it. If you want to support this, if you like what I'm doing here, or if you really want to just support me and help me keep doing this thing that I love to do, I love being there for the community and talking to everybody in the community. And I'm going to show you some clips today from my church. And I'll talk to a couple of members today. If you don't mind, go on there, buymeacoffee.com/embrace it, and support it. Whatever you want to do, $2, $1, 50 cents, whatever you feel your heart desires to support this. You can do it one time. You can do it on a monthly recurring time. I think my cousin Lalynn in Brooklyn, last time she was watching, we were talking, and I got a notification that she's supporting on a monthly basis. So Lynn, I love you. Thank you for doing that, man. And so I challenge somebody else to help me out here, because the expense is sometimes, if you don't have, people supporting you or anyone producing, helping you produce this, or sponsors or anything like that, it can get costly, and that can wear on me, because it has worn on me a couple of times where I was like, oh gosh, this is really, really, really a lot. This is really a lot on me. But you want to know what encouraged me? This past weekend, I watched the movie. If you haven't seen it, go and watch Dolomite, the one that Eddie Murphy did. Watch that movie. I tell you, it was hilarious to me, and I laughed. I mean, I can watch it again. That's how funny it is. And it was all about this guy, Dolomite. So I'm not going to tell you, but it's on Netflix. So go check it out. Dolomite, Eddie Murphy, the one Eddie Murphy did. It is really, really good. All right. So I'm not getting anything from promoting that, but it was a good movie. Okay. So you can reach me. Here's how you can reach me. If you're not following me by now on Facebook, I got my Facebook page. You got the Embrace It Community Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to shoot me some messages or emails or some stuff, some show ideas, I'm open for that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and drop me an email. Hey, I want you to join in on the chat tonight too as well. But yeah, Facebook, YouTube. I'm also streaming live on YouTube. So if you are traveling or you don't have some free time tonight, turn away from the game give me 30 minutes of your time. All right. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Embrace the Community Podcast page, my Facebook page. So each Sunday I'm going to be doing this every Sunday. If I can't do it every Sunday, you're going to see a replay of something. That's because I got a life too, and I got some things that I got to take care of, whether it's my personal life or church or something like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right. So that is it. I'm getting all of that good stuff out of the way. But listen. All right. Welcome back. I want to welcome everybody back. Thank you all for joining. Like I said, this was the Thanksgiving weekend. And I mentioned earlier, some people went to some people's house and the food wasn't hitting like it was. It's a time to give thanks. So go ahead and tell me about it, in the chat, if you want to drop it in there. Let me see if I can pull up one of my chats and see if anybody's streaming in there and talking in there about it too. But sometimes you go to some people's homes, man, and the food ain't like it used to be. Grandma is no longer around. My grandmother is no longer around. So my grandma was the best sweet potato pie, pone, whatever you want to call it, maker. I enjoyed my grandmother's sweet potato pie. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. Grandma's pie. What about you? She didn't call it sweet potato pie. She called it sweet potato pone. So she made this sweet potato pone, right? That was a sweet potato, but with no crust. So it was sweet potato pone. That's what it was. So, but that was it. And then everybody else, Mom, she made the collard greens. She's no longer here. My last Thanksgiving with Mom was in 2021. I'm gonna show a little clip from that I put together with my family. A time to give thanks. Let's go ahead and show that. I was talking to some people today, and we were talking about giving thanks. So let's go ahead and let you hear why people are just thankful for another year, or just another year, being able to be around for another holiday. Can we get that up going there? That
Well, I'm just so thankful here one more time.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm just, like I said, I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful because, it didn't have to be here, but God allowed one more time.
Yeah, man.
One more time.
One
just
more
to
time.
Be here. Yes,
All right,
sir.
man. Thank you for sharing.
Hey,
Thank you.
Rewind that.
So, hey, man, it's good seeing you again. So, what were you thankful for this past holiday?
Just thankful for being here, really. I mean, I'm thankful for another day that I didn't deserve.
That's it, man. Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning. What were you thankful for this past holiday?
A new day.
A new day. That's
Yes,
it. That's all that matters. Who else? Hey, what were you thankful for this past
I
holiday?
was thankful for life, health, and strength.
Life, health, and strength.
Mhm.
That means so much. Let me get one more over here. She's looking at me smiling. What were you thankful for this past holiday?
Family and life.
Family and life. That means a lot. Let me see if I get somebody else. But if not, hey, thank y'all for watching. We got more to come.
Yeah, I was doing my thing. I was doing my thing with the family at my church. It was early this morning. I got in there and I just wanted to hear what they all had to say. So I had a few people that was actually, willing to talk. And as you see, one lady wasn't willing to talk. That always makes me laugh. She always got something to say, but you ain't putting me on social media. I was like, this is just for my podcast. Come on, you know those church members right there, but they be the loudest ones in the church. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, so that that was church. That was church. That was church this morning. I thought that was funny, man. And like I said, I've learned to laugh through all of this stuff that we deal with people, because I remember a time, and I'm gonna talk about my gratefulness, and this is where I'm gonna get mine in so I can go on with the rest of the show. I remember a time, Thanksgiving, man. I didn't have for Thanksgiving. It was no lights. I had no lights. I'll never forget it. And I went to work one year. I was this is what I was doing at this time. At this particular time, I was driving a school bus, and I was in between transitions, so I didn't want to just sit around not doing anything. And I was driving a school bus, and I got my check. And by the time all of my obligations of support, whatever I needed to do, because I that comes first in priority on my list. My check was $25. $25 after 2 weeks of work. $25. And I just bust out laughing. And my coworker's like, man, what are you laughing about? I said, look at my check. And he said, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing about that? I said, I have to laugh to keep from crying. So I took my $25 and did the best thing I can do with it, because of the choice that I had at that time was put gas in my car or buy some food. And I made the choice to put gas in my car because I needed to get to work, continue getting to work. So that was a rough time mentally on me to deal with at that time. But I made it. You know why I made it? Because I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still here. But these were things that I've gone through. So I'm grateful, that, thank God, it's God's benefits, man. When my pastor said it today, the benefits of God is better than anything else that you can expect from God. Because if you're getting the benefits from God, you're getting your life, your health, your strength, and my lights are on. I have a car to drive. I got food in my house. All of these things are the benefits of God. So listen, if you don't think God is able, think about his benefits and where he's brought you from, right? That's the thing I'm giving thanks about on this season. So what about you? What about you that are watching? I got some people that are on here that's telling me that they're watching. I thank y'all for watching. Let me hear what you're thankful for this time. Give thanks for where God has brought you from, what God has done for you. I've talked to a couple of my friends, my good buddy in Ohio, Curtis, bus driver. He is a bus driver, and he is always up and down that road, man. And he's just thankful just to God that he is in the job that he has, and that he's able to transfer people back and forth in the community and those type of things. So those things right there. So have you ever really stopped to count your blessings? I mean, not the rushed over prayer for the meal, but truly reflecting on the goodness in your life. when was the last time you really reflected back like I had to when I look back over my life and I think things over? One thing I can truly say that I'm a blessing and I am blessed. This is my testimony. So I got a testimony when we talk about that. So I'm blessed. So I'm gonna wait for your comments and everything like that to come in. But I got some other things that I want to show. Let me see. Let me introduce someone to you first. Let me introduce you. She's a dear heart to me, Destiny White. She is in the background doing all of this. So I got to give it up for Destiny for doing all of this. Come on, Destiny, right quick, so I can introduce you. Destiny White, I know you got a lot to be thankful for as well. You getting ready. I'm gonna let you tell it. I'm gonna let you tell it. Come on, Destiny. Hey girl, how you doing?
Hi, how are
Thank
you?
you. Can you hear my cheer? I'm trying to cheer for you. You hear all of that going on? You don't hear that? You don't hear that? Destiny, tell everybody about you. Tell everybody.
I am 24 years old. I am born and raised in Texas, in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I am currently studying for my computer science degree for my bachelor's, and
Yes.
I'll be graduating in December.
December 15th. That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be there. Wait, I want to play this other intense applause because I'm so proud of you. Give it to me for graduating. That is awesome because
Yes.
I know it was tough. I know it was hard. I know it's hard. And we had a conversation once, and and I shared with you what my professor said when I was going for my bachelor's degree, and I was stressed because I was going to work, driving bus, split shift, had to come home, take a break to get some sleep, go back to work, get off at 10:30 at night, come back, get on that computer, make a grilled cheese sandwich, and get this paper done before midnight on those discussion boards. Remember, we have to post those papers. And I'll never forget this video that came on. It was right on time. And the professor said to me, you as an adult, because you aren't an adult, you're taking classes, you're working, you might have a family, you might have other obligations that you have to do. And so the best advice that I can give to you if you're struggling with the class is what? See your way out. And sometimes that's what you have to do. And I think we talked about that, and you really just to bring that edge off you, because I know you're not a C person, but you want to get those A's, but it may not happen all the time. And it's okay. It's okay. You don't get a C, but thank you. And I thank you. Look, you're taking out your time to help me here on my show too.
Yeah,
as well.
No, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, thank you for doing it. And hey, your family invited me over as well. We have a picture from Thanksgiving over there that you can throw up there too that we did. We was over there getting in. We had what? We had salmon, turkey, that ham. Yeah, and everybody was there, the generations, and we just had a good time playing games, watching those Cowboys win the game.
So it was an enemy territory. And
I know. So all of that was the fun time, but with family and friends. And I'm thankful for your family for inviting me, to be a part of it. I really appreciate that. And your mother too. Your mother, Jonathan.
We were thankful to have you.
Yeah, she took me in. And I was all So thank you to the family. Yeah. Hey, let's go and show. Well, thank you for coming on. You can go back out. Let's talk about. Thank you, Destiny. I appreciate it. I was looking on YouTube and I was looking at some funnies from families and stuff like that. So there are some funnies, family time on this holiday season that I was looking at. So listen, I'll wait for you to drop in some chat here. I'm looking at the chats. I'm trying to see what's going on in my chat about your holiday seasons as well. And look at my background. My background is trying to follow me, man. And, it's just with them studio defects. So pay it no mind. I don't even care. It's the holiday season. But yeah, so let's show some family time that was posted on YouTube. I thought it was hilarious. So I said, let's get that on the stage. Let's go ahead and put that up. I think it's that. That's the one. That's the one.
With hot pink nails. I don't do gray beard. I don't do that. Okay. I don't do that.
But you have one. Right, it's right here. All underneath this chin. Underneath the second chin.
Just families, just standing around trying to be grateful. She's talking about I don't do nails, but and I can't do gray beards, but he said you got one. You got one. We got another one in there. I know there's another one that I like that I told you to put up there and run too. It's with the fams going on. So let's put that up. Let's put that up. And then after that, I want to show the one with my mom on her last Thanksgiving that I had a chance to enjoy her with. So I made a little movie clip about it. Miss you, Mom. You know, but so I put a little something together. Let's put that one up first. My mom with me. And yeah, that one popping up. Hold on there. Let's get that one down. Yeah. That's just how we roll. Yeah, Thanksgiving 2021, that was the last time I had a chance to spend time with my mother before her passing. So, you know, those things, the grieving, you know, I'm still grieving, I'm still grieving, losing her 2 years ago. I still, every now and then, I was just sitting here before I came on stage and then I just started thinking about it and started crying, because I miss her. I miss her voice. I miss those calls, even though in her latter days, was tough, but I just miss it. I just miss Mom. I do miss Mom. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Do we have anything else? I think we have one more, right? We have one more YouTube family time. So let's go ahead and put that up, if we have it. Not sure we do. And then, just thinking about Thanksgiving, some of the things I really noticed, the conversation, I don't know about your house too, but we got away from conversation. We got away from sitting around talking because everybody's on their personal devices. Okay, I don't have, yeah, cool. We don't talk anymore. Those are the things that I miss. I miss talking. We sitting around talking and playing games. We did play some games, play some spades. They was killing the spades and they was playing dominoes, So those are the things that I think we should take away and step away from all those devices that we carry around and really, really sit around and talk and check on everybody. How many of you called your family members? Did you go see family members? What did you do? Did you go see people? Did you call? Did anybody check on you? How did that go for you? What was your Thanksgiving like? We need to continue to do this, and not only on Thanksgiving, but every day. Check on your loved ones. Check on the ones that you say you love and we care about. So, these are the things that we need to do. Look at this jar right here. If you can't manufacture this, you can't even buy this on Amazon. You can't do any of this, right? This is what happens to people when they find value, when they feel seen, and when they feel loved. Those are the things, the calls. Like, I tell my kids, just call me. I just want to hear your voice, make sure you're right. Send me a text. Dad, you good? You all right? Yeah, just let me know that you're thinking about them. And I do the same thing to them as well. Every time something lays on my heart, I believe that's God speaking to me and telling me to reach out to your children. I did that today with my oldest daughter, and I reached out to her and I sent her the song that we played at her graduation and that they sung at her graduation. And I said, I remember this because you graduated and you made it. So keep progressing, keep rising, keep doing your thing, keep growing and making sure that you are, succeeding. Don't let anything stop you. So embrace the community family. Like I said, this show was totally on gratitude. All right. Gratitude. Remember the elders in our family. We got to remember them as well and talk about them and check on them and make sure we do. My brother from the Bronx, man, Keelan, man. Thank you, man, for joining in. Love you, my brother, man. I appreciate you, man, for joining in, man. You are my number one support, man. You're another reason why I'm doing this, because I'm watching what you're doing, man, with your foundation. So, man, you know what? Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate you. There's people that are doing things, man, that are making it happen every day, that are out here trying to make it happen for you and for me. So we are about the community. We are about love, family, and keeping that spirit of love around, not just on these holidays. I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna get into the other side of what I think about these holidays, but it should be more than just the holidays, that we make sure we check on everybody, right? So listen, if you haven't checked on a loved one or haven't checked on a family member in a while, do me a favor, pick up a phone, send a text and say, I love you, thinking of you, even if you haven't spoken to them in 2 years. Can I share this? I'm gonna share this. I haven't talked to my sister in a while. We wasn't talking. Don't need to go what's going on. We wasn't talking. You know how family do. And I put her name on the altar in my heart, and I asked God to help me fix this. I wanted to fix this because it's just her and I left. It's just me and her. My brother's gone, mom's gone, dad's gone. So it's just I and my Aunt Nancy that lives in Ohio. So I got a phone call. My phone rang a couple of nights ago, and it was her. And I was like, oh gosh, what's wrong? What's she fussing about? What to fuss about? And she just said, hey, Brace, how you doing? Call me Brace. I said, hey, sis, how you doing? She said, well, if I don't get a chance to, speak to you before the holiday, I want you to have a wonderful holiday. And I love you. It's just us. It's just us. And that was my prayer. I just wanted to hear her identify what I'm identifying, that it's just us. And that is we all we got. This is it. We don't have anybody else. It's just us. We love each other. And I said, sis, you made my day. You made my weekend by calling me. I love you too, and not to get into everything else, but, the respect. She said, I respect you. I love you. And that's it. A lot of men, we struggle with getting respect, but that's the thing that, we look for, and so we did. God answered my prayers on that. So I am grateful to God that he allowed me to speak to my sister. So that made my day. That made my week. I talked to my grandbabies, of course. I have a granddaughter in the Army. She's in Germany, but I didn't get a chance to speak to her. But I'm praying for her and all of those that are serving in our military, far and near. We have to pray for them and remember them. So take some time out in your prayer and pray for our young people that are serving in the military. Do that for me. Okay, keep them in your hearts and keep them in your mind. And also the ones that are in nursing homes, assisted living homes, keep them on your mind as well. You may not know them personally, but keep them in your heart and in your mind. I go visit one of my church members in the nursing home to serve communion. Minister Perry and we go serve communion faithfully every first Saturday or Sunday. No, we're going to Saturdays for him, Sundays for another member. So I'm doing this because I have love for my elders, because guess what? I'm going to be there one day. And I hope that somebody will treat me the same. So that's what I do. That's just some of the things that I do. And this is what I call giving back to the community, because the harvest is so plentiful, but the laborers are few. The laborers are so few. So if you have some time, go visit somebody in a nursing home and ask. You see the prayer list that you have at your church and all of that stuff. You see it. Ask how you can reach out to them and see if they're all right. They would love to hear from you. From the time that I started going to see Minister Jefferson up until now, when I say we started out where he wouldn't even open his eyes and say a word. And this was a couple of months ago, this past summer. And I was like, saying to Minister Perry that was going with me, I was like, is this going to get the same, or is it going to get any better? We just said, well, we're just going to keep coming. We're going to keep coming. And I have to say, last month when we went on the first Saturday of the month, this man had his eyes open, talking a full conversation, giving God thanks. And his daughters said, because they noticed his eyes was open, and they said, Dad, what do you see? And he said, the cross. And man, so that touched me. That really touched me to let me know that I am on the right path, doing what God has for me to do. What are you doing for God? What are you doing for you? All right. Don't worry about the bills. Don't worry about your finances. If you trust God, if you believe in God, He will make everything all right for you, but you got to be in his will. Okay, that's the thing. Marie Johnson, thank you for joining in. My church and I go up to the nursing homes every first Saturday. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, I want to know. I want to know what you're doing. What are you doing for the people in the community? What are you doing for yourself? And what are you doing for your family? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you eating right? Another thing I'm doing, I'm going to share this and I'm going to get off. Everybody knows that I love glazed donuts. 2 glazed donuts and a chocolate milk every day. I am 30 days. I'm cutting it off. 30 days. Y'all keep me in prayer. 30 days without a glazed donut and chocolate milk. Keep me in prayer. All right. That's it. Listen, thank y'all so much for joining in. And listen, share this with somebody else. Let somebody know that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with, you may have had the worst week. You may have had that worst holiday. Put your faith in God, not man. Trust God. Talk about it. Talk to someone. Get some counseling, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Because like I said, I'm a witness. I had to do it. For years, I had to do it because how I was feeling on the holiday seasons, things that I was doing. So I had to get counseling. So do that. Don't forget. Let's put that up there again, 988, one more time, 988. And I'm going to keep talking about this, Suicide Prevention Crisis Hotline. And guess what? Not just because you're trying or thinking of wanting to commit suicide. It's not that. You might need to talk to somebody and you cannot afford a counselor. Call that number. They'll help. So it's free and it's confidential. All right? We've all been there. We all need somebody to talk to. And you may not know who you can trust. Here's a person you can trust, 988. You can also reach me and, like I said, shoot me an email, embraceitcommunitypodcast@gmail.com. Let me know. I'll talk with you. I'll listen to you. That's what I do. All right. So you can do that as well. But listen, I am grateful for this time that I had with you. Thank y'all so much for joining in. Everything was great. I thank God, like I said, just for another time of giving God thanks for this holiday season. I appreciate everything that I've had to endure this week. I appreciate it because it made me stronger. It made me wiser. And so I'm just thankful to God for it. So until we meet again, keep living, keep loving. I love me and I love you. And everything's going to be all right. That's all I got to say about this. All right. So next Sunday, I'll see you again. But thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all. Thank you again. Have a good one.
Thank you for listening to Embrace It, the Community Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. Follow the Community Podcast page on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Please like and share the podcast with your community circle.